Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So today's matter is a common assault. This is the incident that occurred on the boat where in your statement you said he flicked urine at you.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, when he wanted to kill me and I escaped with my life and I planned to get away. Yeah, I remember clearly.
That one. Okay, so he is charged with one charge of common assault.
I have a medical record that goes with that file.
Okay. One of the issues we have is that the doctor's not coming.
She will if I speak to her. Have you spoken to her?
We've summoned her. She's provided a medical certificate to say that she cannot give evidence in court.
I think she said that to me at the very beginning, but she's kind of a friend of mine, but I'm pretty sure she said that's their rules.
So
I know she's on my side, but I can understand that.
Look, I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is.
Okay, go ahead.
To prove a common assault, I will call you and I will call the two officers to give evidence, okay? Essentially, they weren't there, so they're not witnesses to it. They will give evidence of their involvement, okay? It will come down to your word, okay?
Okay, well, I've got all these files and I've got all these recordings.
Yeah, so I can see you getting upset and I don't
Of course.
because we are here on your side.
Everybody has said that for years and I'm the only person who's defended me is myself.
Yeah.
And every time I've made a statement and I've phoned you 100 times and I've even gotten you to see that he's chasing me because I've left him 1,000,000 times in the last 4 years and you've done nothing. You've done nothing. And you've all said, the system. Tell you what you've done. You've put me in grave danger. Then you've told me when I've gone and given the last 2 recordings to you, I've said, but now he knows because he chased me here that I have come and dobbed him in again after he's contravened a matter that was heard yesterday. What can you do for me? We can give, I'll speak to my supervisor. This is at Southport. We can give you 2 nights accommodation at a motel. We can also send you to Bundaberg where you can live in a compound with other victims traumatized of domestic violence, but you can't have a drink and you can't have a smoke and you can take your kid out of school. You can leave your area and you can go 800 miles down the road where nobody knows you and we'll keep you safe that way. So I said, no, I'll live on my boat. Then Nick said, over Christmas, I said, I am sick of this guy stalking me. I'm going to park my boat right out the front of the cop shop, right, the water police. Nick said, I'll see what I can do. It's only a 24-hour anchorage. I said, it's Christmas. I'm staying here in front of the cop shop. So he's not allowed in Southport and he's not allowed in a Labrador on his boat because he's on a boat that he blackmailed out of me years ago. But nevertheless, he said, oh, well, it's Christmas, we'll turn a blind eye, but could you just move a little further away from the cops because you are right in front of the water police. I said, rightio. I moved about 300 metres towards the Southport jetty. Well, I've got footage of Jack and he assured me that the water police were gonna come and say hello to me and befriend me and we're all gonna be powwows and I would be protected. Well, not only did you not come and say hello to me, but Jack brought his boat in front of the cop shop too, just to show me that he can. And then my friend said to me, cops don't give a hoot about you, don't care about you being punched in the face for the years. No one's gonna care. Cops went zooming past. Jack was on my boat frequently. I went, hey, and then my heart sank and I realised that it didn't really matter. And then I rang Runaway Bay Police and I said, he's been on my boat again. He's on shore right now. Tom, I spoke to Tom. He goes, ring it in. I said, I'm talking to you now. Spoken to you guys 100 times. I'm sick of ringing it in. I'm sick of coming and making statements. I'm telling you he's there. So Tom and another police officer went and saw Jack Stingy right across from me in this contravention that I'm talking about when his boat was there. And Jack wasn't there, and they were on the beach, and I was on the phone on my boat. I was waiting for them. They said, we're here. We'll wait around a few more minutes. I said, he could be coming back in a few minutes. He could be at the pub. I really wouldn't know. He was drunk when he was here. They didn't wait around. because he was back at that dinghy in 5 minutes. I weighed anger and went back to Southport, went to Marine Stadium, and I saw him stumbling around his dinghy. So, well, my heart sank then. I'm like, oh, okay, so they can't be bothered waiting, so they don't mind that I get strangled and kicked in the guts and my kid gets punched in the face. He actually got slapped in the face. His head got smashed on the bedhead on another occasion. When he was 12, he goes, come on. He wants a stand-up fight with my 12, now 17-year-old son. Anyway, so that's all good. You people have done... wait, can I just say one more thing? So then he goes and stays in Labrador, where he's not allowed to stay in Labrador. Said, can you flag our boats? Can you flag my boat? And can you flag his boat? Constable Nick, who's in charge of TV, who came round especially to see me. Oh yeah, we'll flag your boats. So then Jack goes staying in Labrador as long as he likes. I'm the only one that's in prison. I can't go anywhere except for Marine Stadium because he's at Wave Break, he's at Bigger Waters, he's at Labrador, and now you're telling me that maybe I don't have any evidence because my doctor's not coming here. Please go on.
Okay, thank you for telling me all that. Obviously, I'm the prosecutor in court. I don't know anything about any of that. What I'm here today to talk to you about is the common assault today and the other assault charge for next week.
Okay.
Okay? In relation to everything else, we need to address it, obviously. We need to try and offer you some help and get to the bottom of what you need.
Sure. I've been through the entire system. There is no help. I can go to Bundaberg or I can have 2 nights in a motel, and neither of those suffice.
Right now, can we speak about the common assault?
All right. Can I just fill you in something else? This guy and I'm trauma bonded. We're still friends. He still comes and sees me. He wrote me a love letter, a massive love letter 2 days ago that he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. He's been sober for a month now. But he owes me $2,000 for the blackmailed boat, which he just made $55,000 on. He said if I agree to spend the rest of my life with him, he'll start drip feeding me that $2,000 back. And he's got thousands in his account, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. But he offered me $1,000 not to come here, right?
Yeah.
So it's when I see him.
No contact.
I think there's probably. I have no idea. He keeps going and getting, without my permission, he goes and gets not adjustments. What do you call it? Variations.
But to
he gets whatever he wants.
Yeah, it has to be heard before a magistrate.
They don't care. They just do whatever he says. We love each other. We'll have a variation.
No, that's
I'm not even there. They give you variations.
I appear in domestic violence court, and that's not how it happens at all. Prosecution get to have a say, and we would oppose that until we speak to you. So I don't believe there's been any. He might be saying that to you.
Yeah, he's a total liar. My God, you can't trust a word he says.
In our record, that hasn't been
that's not happening.
And what cases do
he sees me all the time. I've got photographs with us together for.
So what case actually can do today, because she's very experienced in DV court, she also can vary the order today. When I say vary, which is she can apply to the magistrate to change the order.
I don't care whether I see him or not. It's not a problem.
Okay, so yes,
anymore. I mean, I just want him. He knows I want him to go to jail.
He's prohibited from remaining at or approaching to within 100 metres of your place of residence.
Oh, he stayed on my boat the other day, but...
So he's in breach of the order every time he comes onto you.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm not ringing you anymore because I rang you 100 times and you don't care. I ran away from him for 4 years, and now he still hangs around and nobody does anything. And now I'm confused because he's kind of like the only person I know. I mean, I'm starting to make another circle of friends, but because it's been such a stalking situation, it's been very hard for me to get out of the situation because it's only some hours before he's on shore again or next to me. In fact, this last month has been the best separation that we've ever had, in that I'm able to stay on my boat and we're don't seem to be as entangled with each other. But I know we have to talk again about this matter, but what about the confession that he has said? It takes 1 minute to listen to that. Can't we just play that to the magistrate?
What is that confession in relation to?
Bashing me, punching me in the face for years, and a contravention of He's never answered a question in relation to this when he threw urine on my face. But somebody made a summary of it and said, I went back to bed and waited till the morning until all things calmed down. But that's not what happened.
Well, no,
Our statement,
say that. As I understand
I
it,
fled fearing for my life.
as I understand it, you waited until 2:30 a.m. because you were scared.
No, I was scared, but what happened?
Yes.
That's the summarization. I just had my head smashed into the hull 8 times, and he said, right, now I'm going to kill you. And I said, really? And what for? We weren't even arguing. Like, a lot of this stuff, I'm sure he has psychopathy. A lot of this stuff is nonsensical. A lot of it's like not argument based. A lot of it's not escalated. Some of it is, but a lot of it's no real reason for the violence. Like, how would you like it if someone treated your daughters like that? What? Well, I mean, how would you like it if someone treated your daughters like that? What? Don't you threaten my daughters? And repeatedly knee me in the pelvis 6 times until I wet myself. Like, that's a different occasion, but that's not an occasion. His daughters were 6 hours away in Tweed Heads. I was in federal, but let's get back to this, we just said.
Thank you, because...
Okay, I'll focus on this.
So...
I just want to answer that question. What happened was, I saw that when he went down, I planned, after he smashed my head in the hull, I could see that he was going to kill me, or that's what he was offering, and his dinghy was just there, and all I had to do when he was missing, when he went to get a drink, was untie it twice, jump in the dinghy and leave, which is what I did. And I just pushed off, and he said, I can catch you. This is this night. Then he dove in the water, as you read, and then he swam after me, and I'm like, row. But then he goes, help me, I can't get back on the boat because he didn't have a ladder, but he's got these long arms. Anyway, so I rowed the boat to shore. I came and saw you, but I also hid the outboard in the bushes, and then I took that for 2 weeks because without an outboard, he can't come to my boat. You see, there's 2 boats.
Okay. All right. So if we can, it's very important when we're dealing with the matters in court that we deal with
The matter. Understood.
And that's not my rule. That's
I understand.
the way it works.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're here today for that incident.
Yeah.
Next week we're here for the assault occasioning bodily harm incident. So today...
But Milena won't come to that either.
No.
But if I speak to her, there must be a reason because we get along very well.
I understand it's got nothing to do with you or with this
that's
matter.
right, because she's a really cool chick.
For her.
Oh, really?
And I cannot...
She's the one that told me first off years ago that he's a psychopath and her staff are worried about me and I need to figure out a very good way to get rid of him. She must be afraid for her family.
I have a medical certificate saying she's not fit to give evidence.
Well,
so
she must be afraid.
I can't take that any further.
Sure.
Only that the court will not. So if a witness doesn't come to court that's been summoned, we have the power to ask the court to issue a warrant that we go and arrest them.
I'd rather...
The court is not going to issue a warrant
no way.
who is struggling. With her.
For sure. She's got children and stuff. I get that.
Okay. So Lara, I am here to represent you. And
Yeah.
I want you to understand that I am on your side.
I know,
100%.
but I have to stick to this case.
So we have to stick to this case, and then the assault next week. Now, it will come down to your word against him. Okay.
Well, then here's all my files for 6 years.
But remember, it's this incident.
Doesn't any of this count
No,
for
it doesn't.
any backup?
No, it doesn't.
Well, I can't wait to publicise that in the media because everyone needs to know.
So when you're dealing with a criminal, it's because the rights of the defendant.
She's going to let him go then.
It has to be each case on their own merits, one at a time.
Fair enough.
That's the way it works. So I will take you through your statement when you get into the witness box.
Yeah.
For you to tell me what happened.
Exactly.
This incident.
Because he's never answered a question about it, and I've whinged about it enough.
So we will go through that. The officers will both give their evidence.
Yeah.
He will then have the opportunity to give evidence, but he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to, because the prosecution, which is us, have to prove the charge. Okay?
He's never spoken to a cop in his life.
Innocent until proven guilty. He doesn't have to say anything if he doesn't want to.
Well, hopefully she can see his body language then.
The court will then make a decision about whether they find him guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
So Lara, that's
right.
why what Casey is trying to say is very important when Casey sit you in the box, ask you a question.
I relate to this matter.
Pretty much
I
it's just
will. Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
It's not fair, but I get it.
Yeah.
But that's how the system works.
I'm very smart. I understand exactly what you're saying.
So that's why we concentrate on that statement.
I understand. I have to tell that to my son, though.
Now, I am, like, you've obviously raised this morning with us that there's been a lot
horrific.
More violence. A lot more violence.
I've got files along my arm.
So these have obviously been formally reported and charged.
Yep.
Are there any other?
Yes, you've got to find Noosa 2018. You've got to find Christmas Eve 2019. You've got to find this one.
So that's okay. We won't go into the details.
Sure.
But if you're wanting to, it doesn't appear there were no flags for any other charges or any other matters.
There's probably, you'd find more contraventions in there, though.
That was
if you put it all together. The guys at Runaway Bay spent like 5 hours on it.
Okay.
There's that many, and I've been to court like 6 times. See, he got away with it during COVID because he adjourns them. Like, this has been adjourned 10 times. The government funding is ridiculous.
It
I'm
was
probably
over,
worth $1 million with all my whinging now.
All right. So what will happen today is that we will call evidence from you and the 2 officers, and then the magistrate will decide whether he's guilty or not guilty. The same thing will happen next week. There are as I said to you previously, the defence have offered that he will plead guilty to 2 breaches of domestic violence.
I know, so now I risk losing those to defend myself.
It's very unfortunate that it comes down to that. What we have is a decision to make about whether we
take the plea bargain.
The issue I have with if we move just quickly if we're looking at them all together and we move quickly to the assault from next week, okay? And that was the incident where you
bashed me 6 to 8 times in the face. That's right, and I had to go sleep in the park.
So I have listened to when the officer took your statement, there was body worn camera footage playing.
Fantastic.
Which, I mean, it's just your statement anyway. So I have listened to that. What I'm interested in is that you say that he threw wine on you.
Yeah.
You then went to the bathroom.
I did.
Took out your nose ring.
I
and
did.
You actually said, because I know what was going to happen.
Yeah, I knew he was going to beat the shit out of me.
But you came back and slapped him.
I did. I wanted to beat the fuck out of him. I would have loved that.
What?
But he's a martial artist and he's a black belt, so
okay, so
I knew I wasn't going to win.
Him, he kicked you. You then have said, I don't know if he said, have you had enough? Maybe I'm making that up. He did. He would have said, have you had enough?
Well,
you've said that maybe I'm making that up. Maybe he said it, maybe he didn't. But I hadn't had enough. I got up and slapped him again.
Because I wanted to do that. I really wanted to make him suffer, but
yes,
I knew I couldn't.
You.
He punched me 6 to 8 times and he kicked me.
What the defence will raise
is that I did that.
That you provoked him.
Well, I'm sick of it. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like,
no judgment from me. I can't imagine what you've been through. So
that's insane.
This isn't me.
And now to
this is
like
me.
No justice.
I want you to understand the process, okay? And I will fight for you. I will run both hearings and I will fight for you if that's what we need to do.
There is no justice.
But I need you to understand the law, the defences that are open to him.
Okay, tell me what I should do, because I think that you want me to take these 2 guilties and not that, because
no, I don't want you to.
That's what's going to win.
I want you to understand that that's an option. I also want you to understand that there is an option that you hop in the witness box.
Yeah.
You get the opportunity to tell the magistrate what happened.
Yeah, that's right.
I want you to understand what I am up against in trying to prove it. Just so you understand that
I don't care. I'm going to stand there and see what happens.
There are defences open, to him in relation to that
Of course,
incident.
Because the criminal gets defended, right?
No, do you understand what I mean by because you slapped him first?
Yeah, and that's
he kicked
what.
You, and then you've slapped him again, and he's punched you.
That's what Mitch said.
He will obviously raise self-defense, provocation, consensual fight. There's 3 defences that are open to him.
Okay, well, let's see him do that then.
Okay, so I want you to understand
the challenge that we face.
That's right. Just so you understand how it works in court and what my job is. Okay, that's obviously next week.
That's really sick.
That's next week. That's not today. But
that's sick.
I want you to understand.
No wonder nobody fights for their rights. No wonder we get killed.
They
just let them kill us, right? You just let him kill us.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, it is what everybody's saying. It's what all these files are saying. The magistrate's saying, go out, Mr. Bucknell, take her out to dinner, and if you want to kick her teeth out, well, hey, we could try another 6 years in court.
That is not what we're saying.
But I'm telling you that that's the way this thing goes.
Have you been in, is that the DVPC? Have you been in...
I've been DVPC and Centre Care. I've got files from 2017. I've whinged every bit of whinging that you can to the telephonist. So we pay millions of dollars to 3 of these agencies so I can ring the telephonist and say, oh, he strangled me again. I woke up and I was fitting. Yeah, he must have tried to revive me, and there I was convulsing on the floor.
And did you call police?
No, in the early days, I didn't even fight back. I just lay there and got strangled. I didn't know that you were supposed to have a go, but I found out you're supposed to have a go and lose, and then possibly get charged with really actually trying to hit someone that's been bashing you for years. No, I didn't, but I write my journal. I've got journal notes. I've got photographs. I've got 6 years of this stuff. Tell me why I have been ringing people and telling them that I'm afraid. I had such a fight to get this file. I had to speak to the very top. Why have I been ringing and whinging to these people? Because none of you even asked for this stuff, because it's not even important. So why have I been telling them that my kid's been hurt, that I've been hurt, and that we're afraid, and that this man is bullying us? And I've been to court 5 times and I've phoned you guys 100 times. And why is this happening to me?
Okay, here's what I suggest. We need to focus on the common assault and the assault for next
Well, no,
week.
because first now I need to decide whether or not he's going to get charged with anything.
What we're going to do,
because the way that vibe that you're giving me, Christy, is it Casey, excuse me, is that you don't generally win these things.
No, we do. I'm telling you the issues that we have in this matter.
Yeah.
So that you know. All I want to do this morning is tell you, be very transparent and tell you what we're facing.
If he says not guilty, then it's good for me, because I've always thought, and I have a good clinical idea because I have a good breadth of knowledge of psychology, that unfortunately this guy who I've known since I was 14, who would be brilliant as my partner if he didn't punch me in the face and do all those horrific things, I am quite sure he's a psychopath. And if you did the psychopath questionnaire with him, if you actually put him through that questionnaire, I assure you, and 3% of people are psychopaths, and they can't help it. They are nasty. They can't help it. And I'm sure that it's my clinical opinion that he's a psychopath.
Lara, what I want to do, we need to focus on the court matters.
All right, I've done it again.
Moving forward though, I am going to refer this, and it probably has been done before, but I'm going to send it to our specialist domestic violence unit.
Thank you.
I want them to review it holistically. Everything that's happened. It might be that nothing comes of it, but I want them to have a look at the reports you've made, the incidents, the contact you've had. Have a look at the bigger picture and see if there's any further charges that should be arising from that.
I've got images, okay? I've got 10,000 photos.
You've got lots of stuff that's uncharged.
And nobody cares.
We don't know about.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Because when the officers charged him with these were the only charges flagged.
I know, because nobody can be bothered.
So if I get the specialist DV unit to just oversee it, speak to you, offer you services with them, and have a look once and for all.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
So that's moving forward.
Correct.
Here, we need to decide.
I feel better.
I'm glad you do, because I will send that referral off today.
It's important. People need to know.
I think that you've got allegations of strangulation, and that you've saying you've got images and video.
I don't have images of strangulation, but I've got loads of recordings of admission.
Violence,
you just
like
listen to them on 5+ quickly. You can hear it.
Someone needs to touch base and have more of a look.
Yeah, the strangulations are in my file here.
Yes, so I will get that ball rolling.
Thank you.
Today. Now, this.
Yeah.
We have, as I've explained to you, There's one breach of DV where he was within 100 metres of you in breach of the order. He's pleading to that. He's pleading guilty. Done. Let's put that to the side. There's another breach of domestic violence charge that goes with the assault for next week that involves the allegations of him punching you to the face.
Yeah.
Now, he will plead to that. I have said that if he is to plead to that it needs to encompass some of the allegations, because he said, obviously, he's saying it didn't happen the way you're saying it happened.
Yeah, I spoke to him a million times about it. He says nothing.
Yeah.
His father was a copper. He knows what's going on.
Sorry guys. Just send Leon, magistrate.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back. I'll just go and mention another file.
I'll put this on pause. Sorry for taking so much time.
No, you're right.